filed for divorce?
Um,
Who filed for divorce?
it was a mutual decision.
Who filed for divorce?
It was mutual.
Who filed for divorce?
Who
filed for divorce?
Who
filed for divorce?
I can't necessarily.
Who filed for divorce?
I did.
Thank you. Who filed for divorce?
Um,
Who filed for divorce?
it was a mutual
Who
decision.
filed for divorce?
It was mutual.
Who filed for divorce?
I
Who filed for divorce?
it was.
Who filed for divorce?
I can't necessarily.
Who
answer
filed
that
for
question.
divorce?
I did.
Thank you.
Stay 2 hours, look at your 15 on training goal. Whatever you can give is greatly appreciated. Something ain't right, y'all. Something ain't right, y'all. Something ain't right, y'all. Hey, something ain't right, y'all. Something ain't right, y'all. Right, y'all. Something ain't 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 right, y'all. Yeah. Something ain't right, y'all. Let me know if the mic sound normal. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 It ain't it. Yes, let's get it. This is be crazy. All right, y'all. This is one of the worst red pill manosphere takes I've ever heard in my life. We're gonna break it down. We're gonna break it down. But let me say this again. One of the worst red pill manosphere takes I've ever heard in my life. And I definitely somebody remind me to make this a separate video on the channel. What do y'all think about me only dropping 2 videos a week? Have you noticed a difference? You don't care? Just let me know something. You missed more videos, you think 2 is fine? Let me know what you think about me dropping down from 4 videos a week to 2 videos a week. Um So yeah, if y'all want me to stay on 2 hours, and I definitely got 2 hours of material tonight. If y'all want me to stay on 2 hours, we looking to meet a $15 live stream goal. Nothing has been met. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. Whatever you can give is greatly appreciated. Or you could do super chat, super sticker, dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. Even though YouTube take 30% off the top and make me wait 30 days to get it, 70% of something is better than 100% of nothing. Man, let's get into this ridiculous fucking nonsense. Oh boy.
Here we go again. Here we go again. I get it, but then I don't get it. That's where I'm at with it.
Are you retarded?
There's just something about that rubs me the wrong way.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Everybody can't go to college.
So let's just start here. Let's start here. So he's saying he doesn't know any top 5% man who's struggling with dating. No shit, Sherlock. If you're tall, handsome, successful, and make a good living, and you're charismatic and good looking, you're not gonna have a problem pulling bitches. They're actually gonna chase you down. Duh. Like, are you fucking kidding me, man? Oh my.
Duh.
Break this shit up. How profound, bro? How profound. Oh no. Gosh. Really? You can't hear the vid? That's whack. That's weird. All right. Should fix it. Let's try this again, guys. Let me run that back.
I don't know a single guy in our community or guys that I hang out with that are, I've talked about this before, that are, I don't mean to get off topic. I'll come back on the ship. I promise. I'll steer it back. But I don't know a single guy that's charismatic, that's good looking, that takes care of himself, that has options with women, again, in good shape, good money. I don't know a single one of those guys that's still struggling with dating.
Yes, bro. Yes, because they're swimming in pussy. Of course, they're not complaining about dating. They have the dating game on lock. Now, can any of them tell me that they're in a 20-year marriage and it's been going great? Or are they just out here slaying pussy? Because, of course, they're not going to have any complaints about dating. That can they can have it their way any day. You know? They can get the best of women without have to they can get the best of women and not have to experience much of the worst of women. And when they start displaying the characteristics that other men are complaining about, he can just drop her, and go on to the next one or just call one of his 5 rosterettes. So of course, man, you really didn't say anything profound there. It's gonna get worse. Yeah, it's gonna get worse. So basically, he's saying, just be a top 5%er, bro. What are you guys complaining about? Oh, is that all it took? Fuck out of here. Oh gosh.
Good money. I don't know a single one of those guys that's still struggling with dating. So whenever somebody comes and says, hey, man, like women are all 304s or there's no good women out there, it's like, not my experience, not the experience of my good close friends that are all crushing it in life, not our experience. So what's the common denominator here? If it's you versus me and I'm getting good women or my friends are getting good women and
Let's just rewind it. Let's rewind it.
I'm getting good women or my friends are getting good women and you're not, then you're the common denominator, especially if we're going after the same pool of women. It's not like we know these secret like women that are behind these closed doors that they're hiding out there somewhere. Just like there's not these magical men that these women are looking for that they just can't find. They just don't exist. But
shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. But niggas spy out you, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, let's break it down. I'm mad my memes aren't working. That's depressing. Hold on, man. I don't think I'm gonna be able to fix it. There probably is a way to fix it while I'm live, but I'm not gonna worry about it. But that's annoying, dude. That's fucking annoying. That I can't hear my memes now. I ain't gonna worry about it. Look, what up, X? He says, I'm dealing with good women, or my friends are dealing with good women. How the hell do you know they're good women? How the hell do you know they're good women? If you haven't been married to them, living in the house with them for at least 10 years, 10, 15 years, I don't want to hear about how these women that he's referring to are good women. Of course, they're on their best behavior if they're dealing with top tier guys in the honeymoon phase, the first 6 months, year or two. Yeah, it's easy for some women to seem like good women when you're dealing with them casually, or you're only seeing them twice a week or something like that, or it's the honeymoon phase. Come holler at me when these guys and you have been with these women for 10 and 20 years under the same roof, and you had kids with them and all that, and then tell me they're good women still. Then you can be a testimony. Other than that, what the fuck are you talking about? And these dudes claim to be red pilled. I- oh my goodness, not so fast. I would never say a woman is a good woman until she's proved herself for at least, you know what? I'm going to put 20 years on it. I wouldn't deem a woman a good woman until she's displayed that for 20 years living in a house with a man, had kids with him, all that, been through ups and downs with him, and she's still solid after 20 years, kids, ups and downs, deaths in the family, all that. She done been through the stage of being bored and all that and still holding them down and being a good woman, then we could talk. I'm almost positive that's not what he's talking about. He's talking about fleeing situationships and dealing with a bitch for a year or two, once or twice a week. Something like that. I'm sure pretty much every man who got effed over by his wife at some point felt she was a good woman. Come on, man. Use your common
Is
sense.
this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
they're hiding out there somewhere. Just like there's not these magical men that these women are looking for that they just can't find. They just don't exist. But I digress. Again, I hate talking about the sports references. I think this is where I was going with this, because I know you guys know what I know about sports, but this is the world that I grew up in, and this is what I know the most. And we can use other examples. We can use guys like Musk. We can use guys like Bezos. Excuse me. We can use guys that are changing the world and that have recognized, look, it's no secret that people have been pissy about Amazon and Tesla and Twitter working conditions. Like if you're working there, people have complained about long hours and the benefits are shitty and that like he's running a slave group. It's like, dude, no one's putting a gun to these people's head and saying you have to work here. Right. So, but he's saying that to get ahead and to put a rocket on Mars and to build SpaceX and to build Tesla and to become a billionaire, do all these things, like that's what it takes. You have to be willing to do things that people aren't willing to do. The reason that Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time, I'm not going to get in like Jordan. I swear to God, if anybody says something like Jordan, LeBron, I'm not going to have a debate on this. This is crazy. Not because I believe one or the other, because I just don't care. But this idea that why Michael Jordan is heralded as the greatest of all time, you know why? It's because all that dude did was win. 6 championships, never lost the finals, never let it go to game 7. literally retired, came back, and then won 3 more championships. Right? Like the reason Kobe Bryant was heralded as one of the greatest of all time and people aspire to be after that guy or they aspire to be like him is because all he cared about was winning.
Look. Does it get more hacky red pill guy than a do the work light sign in the back and some guitars on the wall and liquor on the rack? Bars. Does it get more hacky RP guy than that?
What kind of shit is that?
Oh my goodness, man. Let's hear him out. Let's just hear him out.
Aspired to be like him is because all he cared about was winning. He didn't care about being a good teammate. He didn't care about being your buddy. He didn't care about being liked. He cared about winning.
That pretty much sums up. Hold on, you know what? Okay, so don't care about being a decent human long as you're winning. Don't be a good teammate. Don't be a good human. Don't be fair. Don't be likable. Fuck all that. Long as you win. Is that the argument, buddy? Maybe I'm misreading this. Maybe I'm misconstruing this. So let me let him cook. But I hope that's not your argument, bro.
About being your buddy. He didn't care about being liked. He cared about winning. And when you talk about the greatest people in the history of the world, what do they have in common? They were winners. Alexander the Great, the greatest conquerors ever, conquered half the damn world. You know why people remember him? Because he won. Go back to the wooden example. You know why people take
So look, I'm not a historian. I don't know about Alexander the Great like that. But are you saying who cares who he raped and murdered and all that, long as he won and he was remembered for winning? Forget about all the inhumane acts and all that atrocities against humanity, but he was remembered for winning. Man, shut the fuck up, man. Like what?
greatest conquerors ever, conquered half the damn world. You know why people remember him? Because he won. Go back to the wooden example. You know why people take him seriously and they say, hey, we can learn from you and your leadership because you won. If he didn't win anything, nobody would care what he had to say. So if you want people to take you seriously, you got to put in you have to have the results. A lot of people think just showing up is enough. And it's not enough. It's a lot because the vast majority of guys will not even do that. So most guys won't even show up. And then when they do, and the guys that do show up, most of the guys that do show up won't put in the actual necessary work. It's the same reason that if you go to the gym, which most people still don't do, but hopefully you are if you're watching this and you're in the chat, the most people that you see, it's so rare that you'll go to the gym for a certain amount of time, like 3, 6 months, 9 months, a year, 2 years, whatever, and you'll see somebody that used to be fat or used to be flabby and they've gotten jacked. It's almost never happens. They're either like that when you met them and they just stayed that way, or they just stayed normal looking, because most people think just showing up is just enough. And
So look. It sounds like he's saying if you're not a top 10 percenter, nobody should give a fuck about you. You're not human. You know, become a top 10 percenter or fuck off. You don't matter. You shouldn't even talk. Like you have no value. Just get the fuck out of here, bro. And he's basically saying like 80 to 90% of people aren't doing anything with their life. They're not trying, they're not putting effort into anything. Like, man, shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up. Oh my gosh. Look, listen to me. Everybody can't be a top 10 to 20 percenter. You know how many people bust their ass every day, try hard, try to do everything they can to become a top 20 percenter, top 10 percenter, and they're just not going to be able to do it. Everybody can't be at the top. Now, he's right. I mean, a lot of people just don't even try. But your argument is almost like, well, just try hard, give it all you got, and then you'll be essentially a top 10 to 20 percenter. And that's just not how life works. Some people bust their ass, try hard, and they still never become good enough. And that's why I don't base my life off of societal standards as far as what's a winner and who's a loser. And did I accomplish something that other people deems valuable? Fuck what other people deem valuable. I'm going to be a good person and I'm going to put my effort and energy into things that I value. I don't give a damn if everybody in the world sees me as a loser. I don't give a damn if everybody in the world sees me as a loser. It's called self-validation. I don't care if other people validate what I accomplished in my life. People like this are pathetic, in my opinion. Their whole existence is based on being the man or being that bitch. Those people are really empty. That's where they find their value and worth as a human. I find it sickening personally. Be jacked, pull bitches, and drive Ferraris. Like, that's their identity. That's what makes them feel like a somebody. I find it to be pathetic. I'm not saying don't try to be the best person you can be, but do it for you. Don't do it so other people can like you or see you as the man or that chick, or to be deemed as the illustrious top 10%. It's all bullshit, man. It really is.
Stayed normal looking because most people think just showing up is just enough. And most people are doing jack shit when they actually are showing up. So if you are somebody that A, shows up, and B, puts in 100% effort and crushes every time you do show up, you are in such small company. Like, you are a percent, you are the 1% of 1%.
Okay. So, look, I don't believe that's true. I get what he's trying to say, but there's plenty of people who show up and work hard and don't become 1% of 1%. This is just, I don't know how much longer I could take. Let's see if we can finish this.
Such small company. Like, you are a percent, you are the 1% of 1%. It is minuscule how many people are able to do that. And
Shout out to John. He donated $10. He says social media has artificially inflated what men should expect from ourselves. I mean, I agree. But oh my gosh. Everybody shout out John. Let me just play this.
That's a hard nigga.
It's the happiest day of my life, is what I'm saying.
Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. You a gangster now. I'm winning any motherfucking way. I can't lose.
I don't know how to say that name. RMD. What up, RMD? Do you mind saying your age, relationship status, and how long you've been watching the channel? RMD. I don't think I've ever seen you here before. So once again, if you don't mind, can you say your age, relationship status, and how long you've been watching the channel? So look, my message to the fellas would be, yeah, show up, try hard, put in effort, try to be the best man you could be, but not to be respected and validated by the world or to get women. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. John donated another $5, and he's the reason why we're staying on 2 hours. He says, I'm referring to all this 1% talk I'm hearing all the time. Facts, John. Facts. But look, this is what I want to talk about real quick. I'm at the point in my life, I don't want to earn people's respect. I don't feel it. I don't find it valuable to earn people's respect. For one, because I don't respect most people. I'm respectful, but when I really think about who most people are, I don't respect most people. And here's another reason. So that's one reason I don't care about earning people's respect and validation. The second reason is this. You got people who go out there and try to do everything in their power to be liked and accepted. They wear the right clothes, they work out, they try to be funny, all that. And they can still be dismissed and deemed unworthy of respect based on the fact that they wore some Adidas. And the group that they hanging around value Nikes. Who still wear Adidas? What the fuck? What is it? 1986? You can be dismissed for something so minuscule and stupid. So why even value earning people respect and validation when you could be dismissed from it for the most, asinine reasons? You see what I'm saying? I just don't value the respect and validation and acceptance of other people for those two main reasons. Because most people aren't respectable, and even if you do everything right, people are still going to find something wrong to deem you not worthy of respect. So I just don't care. I just genuinely don't care. I'm still tripping off that do the work light sign in the back and the guitars on the wall and the liquor on the rack. It don't get more cringy RP guy than that. Bars. Look, the $15 these days is gonna for now. It's gonna get us the 2 hour, stream. But I'm still gonna try to get the $25 live stream goal met. So if anybody feel compelled, please hit the Cash App, PayPal, or Streamlabs. And let's see if we can get 10 more dollars. Without YouTube taking a cut. And the only way to, cut out the middleman is Cash App, PayPal, or Streamlabs. But I'll take it and, super chat and super sticker too. But yeah, let's see if we can get 10 more dollars to meet a $25 goal as well. Let's finish this up. I got a good Kendra to go over. Unless y'all want to skip it. $10 skip fee.
Percent, you are the 1% of 1%. It is minuscule how many people are able to do that.
Wait, will I play the donation meme? Wait, do you want me to play the donation meme again? Can you clarify what you're looking for, Lauren? What up, Spirit? This for you, John.
There, man. Charles. I run shit. You just live here.
More power to him.
You can't treat him like any of the other niggas around here because he ain't like any of the other niggas around here. You got it?
Right on, brother. I hear you. Man, I hear you.
My man.
City boy, city boy.
My nigga.
Oh yeah, I'll play that if you want that, Lauren. Sure. Let's play it. So yeah, we looking for 10 more dollars in donations, preferably Cash App, PayPal, or Streamlabs, so we can cut out YouTube, cutting me off at the ankles, taking like 20%. But let me say this too real quick. If anybody, well, how can I word this? I'm gonna encourage all my all my supporters, my financial supporters, to just consider possibly getting Cash App if you don't have it already. Cash App or PayPal. instead of the super chat or super stickers. But look, I'm not being ungrateful for the super chat and super stickers. I want to make that very clear. I'll take it because 70% of something is better than 100% of nothing. And I'm very, very, very grateful. But I'm just throwing it out there. If you would kindly maybe consider getting a Cash App or PayPal or looking into Streamlabs. Because I believe with Streamlabs, I mean, I understand if you don't want to do it, but I believe with Streamlabs, you could just put a credit card in. I'm pretty sure you could just put a credit card in, or I'm pretty sure Streamlabs is like you could do Google Pay or Apple Pay. I just hate that YouTube gets 20% of my hard-earned donations. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see. Let me check something real quick before I'll be right back. What did I just do? All right, bet. Well, that sucks. Okay, well, all right, I'm back.
It's just something about that rubs me the wrong way.
Day of my life is
Who
what I'm
filed
saying.
for divorce? It wasn't me
Who filed for divorce?
It was me.
Who filed for divorce? Who filed for divorce? Who filed for divorce?
I can't necessarily.
Who filed for divorce?
I did.
Thank you.
Respect, John. Respect. I definitely understand that, John. Respect. I appreciate the donations. I really do. But all right. What the hell was I about to? Oh, this for you, Lauren. We about to get back into it, y'all. But I promised Lauren I would play this. We looking for $10 more in donations. There we go.
Before I continue with my message, thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
But you got my 40, homie.
I thought you had $200.
I do, but I won't spend Red's money.
You're going to come up to me and hug my neck and kiss me and say, thank you, thank you, thank you for getting that money out of my pocket.
Oh, I'll just hold on to my money because, you know, there's hardship. Be careful.
You need to make a vow of faith of $1,000. Oh, Bob, couldn't you say 25? No! You can't make a $1,000 vow of faith. I'm saying in faith.
Tithe! Give money and you'll get the blessing. If you don't, nothing for you.
Put some anointing on this money. You put something up here. You put... Woo! Prosper. Prosper, I said. See, that's how I know you still poor, broke, busted, and disgusted, because of how you've been honoring me. I'm not worth your McDonald's money. I'm not worth your Red Lobster money. Let me kick down the door and talk to my cheap sons and daughters. I don't want to hear no more excuses about what y'all can't afford. You can't afford it because you don't see the value here.
I am once again asking for your financial support.
Donations. 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 Donations.
Thank you, Lord. You say you want to make a $500 vow? Then do it. Then do it. If that takes faith for you, do it. You want to make a $100 vow or two? If that takes faith, see, I like 1,000 because I know I got you. I got you into faith.
Let's get back into this shit, man. Like, he's gonna say something that's just crazy, man.
Of 1%. It is minuscule how many people are able to do that.
I think Lauren just donated $5. All right, so this for you too, Lauren. Hold on. We about to get back into it, but let me add that to Lauren's Rare Bella competition. Lauren is she's taking off in the lead. Let me put her racehorse up here. Right, we made it to 25. X just donated.
Say they get money, but I can't tell, ho. Yeah, glow. You can fuck with me if you wanted to. 100 motherfuckers can't tell me nothing.
Hey, bitch, I'm a problem. Nobody solving. You can keep hating, I'm popping regardless.
Bro, could see this since first grade. I been that bitch. You got a girl, but it's cool. I ain't gon' tell her shit.
You know niggas love bitches with money. You know niggas love bitches with money. You know niggas love bitches with money.
You ain't never fuck with no boss, bitch. I turned you out. When a real one holds you down, babe, you supposed to drink.
Keep you stone sets. I got my own baguettes.
Jealousy, let it go. Results could be tragic. I push the beat, not the backseat girl. I push the beat, not the backseat girl.
Shout out to X. Everybody shout out X. So technically we met the $25 goal. So yeah, much respect to everybody that donated. And we on for 2 hours. This nigga right here. Man, I do mean nigga. No, I'm just talking shit. Look, I don't know this guy. I'm not gonna say he's a bad guy. I don't got beef with him, but I'm just roasting this take. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of respectable things about him or whatever, and I'm sure he's better than me in a lot of ways. But certain ways, obviously not. He must be legit if he got a do the work light sign on his wall. I'm sure he do mixed martial arts or something. He probably would kick my ass, but this is one of the worst takes I've heard in a long time. He got that racist white man look. I'm not saying he's racist, but I'm just saying he got that look. And his take today kind of probably aligns with that as well. But you know what? I'm not saying he is. I kid. I don't know. But would we be shocked at his take on black people? I hate playing the race card. Or do I love it?
Of 1%. It is minuscule how many people are able to do that. And it's not even hard, man. It's really not even hard. It's really not even hard to show up and just try. And that's what helps. That's what gets you to do winning. Like most people are losing. It's because they're not showing up and they're not trying as hard. But they also don't care about the winning. They think just showing up and doing their best is just enough. And this is just what keeps people plugged in and pacified.
Winners and losers, winners and losers. I don't know if I look at life like winners and losers. I mean, there are winners and losers, but I guess what's the metric? What's the metric? And I'm not trying to sound corny, and this may sound really corny, but if I had a $1 billion business and a supermodel wife, but I treated people like shit and I was egotistical, I would see that as losing. I would see myself as a piece of shit. Well, maybe I don't know. Like, I guess I wouldn't know I was a piece of shit, or if I did think I was a piece of shit, I wouldn't act like that. I don't know, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. Like for me, winning isn't having $1 billion and a supermodel wife and a Ferrari and being completely jacked. That's not really winning to me. I mean, not to sound corny, and I'm not even really particularly religious, but being more like Christ, being as close as I could be to Christ would be winning to me.
You're a fucking loser. You're literally a fucking loser.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about you.
They also don't care about the winning. They think just showing up and doing their best is just enough. And this is just what keeps people plugged in and pacified. Um, Not to continue to belabor this point and go around in circles in it, but there's so much unearned superiority with so many people where it's like, hey, dude, where's your body of work? Like, what have you done? Why should I listen to anything you're saying? People say that shit to me, and that's okay. Like, that's fine. If you like what I have to say, then great. If you don't, then that's cool too. I've got references. I've got people that have seen it. I mean, it's tough to walk the line because on one hand, I don't want to put my entire private life on the internet for strangers to dissect and be a part of and know things about me. I think that's super weird. But I also understand that with that, there's going to come skeptical people that's like, well, we don't really know if you're about that life. We don't really know if you're this or you're that. So I understand that's a hard tightrope to walk, but I'm also not saying you guys need to listen to me and I'm this genius. And I've never claimed to do that. I'm just like, look, man, I'm a guy with some opinions. I think I've done some things. I think I've got some good things to say, make mistakes. I'm fallible. I'm human. I think what I'm building with these communities and what we've been able to do is pretty awesome.
So let me ask y'all this. Would this guy be considered like a grifter, a scammer? I mean, he's selling a course or some type of man community. I mean, and I'm not knocking the hustle, capitalism. I mean, if you can get, whatever, 1,000 guys, 100 guys, fucking however many guys to pay, $50 a month to be part of a community, who am I to knock it? Do your thing. Do your thing, man. I think was Rich Cooper. This is not Rich Cooper. I think his name is Moff. Yeah, Moff. It says it at the bottom. Moff. But is Rich Cooper the one that was selling like pheromone soaps? I'm not knocking the hustle, but it's kind of funny. Like you can get bitches just by my soap. It's hacky. It's a little hacky. I mean, I don't know. I guess I would sell a course. Why not? Motherfuckers want to hear what I gotta say. Why not make money off of it? So I don't. I mean, I don't know if I'm knocking 'em. You just gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful with who you listening to in this space. I don't think these guys are bad for trying to make money because I would try to make money too. you know, you just gotta be careful. I'm just trying to think of another example. See, a lot of people get turned off when these influencers start selling them shit. And I get it. I get it. When it comes to people looking up to other people, I'm not saying y'all look up to me or anything like that. I'm just speaking in general. When it comes to people looking up to someone, they don't want to be sold anything by that person. it leaves a bad taste in their mouth. Or even when I ask for donations, I'm sure it leaves a bad taste in some of your mouths. No homo. I mean, I don't give a shit. I mean, you don't gotta listen to me. I mean, if you're here, you obviously see some type of value in what I'm doing or what I'm talking about. You don't have to donate them, just requesting it. But I'm sure there's plenty of people who stopped watching me or whatever because they just didn't like it. Um, but yeah, let's continue.
Mistakes. I'm fallible. I'm human. I think what I'm building with these communities and what we've been able to do is pretty awesome. And like talk to the guys in the group, and they'll be my representatives. Like they will be my testimonials, my reps, my advisors, if you so to speak. And it's not just because they're buddies, man. Like again, if I stopped doing this stuff, I stopped providing value, I stopped providing trips and opportunities for those guys to get better, and I stopped running it, then they would leave. It's the reason these guys stick around, and the reason we're building in the way that we're building is because I think what we're doing is working. So anyway,
That's dope. If you're doing good, you're helping men. And here's the thing, men are tight with money. Men are tight with money. So if you can get a bunch of men to buy your course or buy your community, you must be bringing value because men don't just spend money just to spend money. Women do. It's easy to sell women shit wrapped in gold paper, but men not so much. So hey, props. But yeah, respect, John. I'll speak about that a little bit. I grew up without an active father in my life as well. And honestly, how do I put I don't want to say YouTube taught me how to be a man, but I definitely got a lot of game from YouTube. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like I was already pretty much established with who I was gonna be and my character and stuff like that. But I definitely got a lot of good information about manhood on YouTube, as silly as that may sound. It says Better Bachelor has a similar stick hit, less what? Joe Rogan more like Make Pearl Davis, but he's a lot older than she is. Okay, X, that comment confused the hell out of me. Can you rewrite that? Better Bachelor. Oh, Better Bachelor is see, yeah, Better Bachelor says some racist shit that kind of threw me off. I'll still watch one of his videos because I'm not a butthurt dude. I mean, if you racist, you racist. I can still watch your content. I'm not one of those boycotters. Racist people bring value to the world too. you know, I don't get butthurt about it, but I mean, it rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. It rubs me the wrong way a little bit, and it makes me look at you different. It makes me have less respect for you. But I'll still watch a video if it's a good video. But he said something about like black people being monkeys or hinting towards that. I'm like, really, bro? All right. I don't know what it is with white men's obsession with black people. Like I said, even if black people are 10 times worse than the head of the clan say they are, it still doesn't justify this weird obsession. Um, yeah.
it's the reason these guys stick around, and the reason we're building in the way that we're building is because I think what we're doing is working. So in any case, it's so easy, man. I'd say it's easy, but it's simple. But a lot of people are going to push back on this, and I know that. And I know people are going to think it's not about winning, it's about being a good person. And I just think these are lies that people want to tell themselves to stay comfortable.
Let's hear that one more time. That's the moment I was waiting for.
A lot of people are going to push back on this, and I know that. And I know people are going to think it's not about winning, it's about being a good person. And I just think these are lies that people want to tell themselves to stay comfortable.
I get what he's trying to say. I mean, yeah, work hard, try to be the best you can be, and don't use being a good person as the cop out on why you can't achieve and be all you can be. I agree with that, but at the same time, it sounds like you're saying if you had to choose between being a good person or winning, winning is more important than being a good person. That's kind of what you've been hitting at in this video. At least that's how I take it. Prioritize winning. Who cares if you're a good person or not?
So now everybody's a tough guy. I need somebody to help me not have a big heart.
Yeah, I think that's enough of that video. This is a good one right here. This one is so obnoxious.
Is it Alex? Turn your wait, put your mic on. How old are you? How old are you, sweetheart? Can you hear me? Yes. How old are you, Alex?
Oh my God.
Here we go! Here the fuck we go! Here the fuck we go!
This woman is fucking nuts. This woman is nuts.
But I just want to tell you, Kendra, because I didn't really get to tell you last time. Like, we just need to acknowledge the fact that you are famous, okay? And when you come up on your platform, it's like me and somebody famous. Like, you are famous, and you need to stop settling for nothing less than that because you are. Like, you have a platform. You put so much positive energy into the universe. It's like, ain't nobody else help but to be nervous or, freeze up when they see you because you're everything. You're beautiful. I love you so much. My kids love you. I've been watching you since you started. I've been trying to get on for 2 years. I'm like, Kendra really just picked me like, this my bitch. You don't even know it. This my bitch. Like, I fuck where I really be. Certain people in my family, they be feeling some type of way that I'm connected with you. And it's like, why do y'all feel some type of way about a person that you don't even know? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I love her. And I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say about what they feel about you. I love you. And I'm going to always stand up for you.
Aw, I love you.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
Hear me? Yes. How old are you, Alex?
Oh my God.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Why are y'all so happy to come on this ghetto ass YouTube dating show to embarrass yourself and your whole family? I don't understand that. You're gonna get clowned in the comment section. 99% of the women get clowned in the comment section. You know, I'll say 90. 90% of the women are gonna get clowned in the comment section. Kendra probably gonna be rude to you at some point during the call. Probably gonna throw a little shade at you. Like, why are y'all so happy to come on this platform? Seriously.
You just don't get it, do you? You don't.
Metal in her face, yeah, she's a disgrace. It's the Bullring Chronicles. Metal in her face, yeah, she's a disgrace. It's the Bullring Chronicles. Metal in her face, yeah, she's a disgrace. It's the Bull Ring Chronicles. Metal in her face, yeah, she's a disgrace. It's the Bull Ring Chronicles.
Oh my God! It's on my living room TV too. I'm so sorry.
Okay, mute it on the TV. How old are you, baby girl?
28.
Okay, you look young.
I'm not a baby,
Okay. Bring the camera down a little bit. I like that you're prepared. You could have kept it there. I just want you to point it down a little bit.
Well, it was sitting on my counter, my cabinet.
Okay. Hi, Alex.
Hi. Hold on, let me turn on some more lights.
I mean, okay. Go ahead.
We're
good. This is good, Alex. I will tell you, you look good.
Are you retarded?
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Are you fucked? How fucked up are you, bitch? Are you fucking retarded? Are you fucked? How fucked up are you, bitch?
Good. This is good, Alex. I will tell you, you look good. You got light. I appreciate it.
Okay, I'm ready.
Alex, where are you calling me from, honey?
I'm in Clearwater. It's like the Tampa area in Florida.
Tampa area. How old are you?
28.
You did tell me that. 28. What do you do for a living?
I'm an assistant project manager in construction.
Assistant project manager. Do you have any kids?
No kids. No pets. Nobody.
Oh, no kids, no pets, nobody. Okay. What's your zodiac sign?
Virgo.
And I'm assuming you've never been married.
Never.
Okay. All right. So we got Alex, 28, Tampa area, 28 Virgo, assistant project manager. No kids, no pets, nobody.
All right. So let's do a little assessment. All right. I mean, I don't want to do this. I'm not trying to roast, but this is a dating show. We have to assess her from the male perspective, and we just got to give it to him raw. Y'all know I'm a nice guy in real life, but let's call it down the middle. Her body is she's not blowed out. She's not completely blowed out, but her body isn't anything that men are gonna write home about or tell the boys about. She's not unattractive, but her face and head shape isn't anything the boys are gonna write home about. So physically, she's just average at absolute best. And I mean that with the utmost respect. So it's like your standards need to be just an average man. Nothing needs to be above average as far as your standards. Nothing. And at 28, look, she don't gotta be the best looking, but she ain't the fattest and she ain't the ugliest. She's had plenty of options this past 13 years. Plenty of options to settle down, start a family, all that. It's just finding yourself over 25 on the Kendra G ghetto dating app. It's just not where you want to be. Something went terribly wrong long ago by the time you're on this show.
This whole concept of women lowering their standard, bitch, you are the low standard. The fuck are you on about? I don't even lower my standards. You are the low.
She looks like every other bitch. Like, am I wrong? She looks like every other bitch. Like.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
Okay, let's just. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else I want to say? Um, her inbox is full. You know, we live in a social media era. Her inbox has been full since 15. What is she, 28? So, yeah, 13 years ago. How long was that? Yeah, social media was popping. Her MySpace page or whatever the fuck it was, Facebook page. It's been popping. Her inbox been full. So before we even hear much else, y'all already know there's no good reason for a woman to be single past 25. I used to say 23. I'm gonna give these bitches the benefit of the doubt. I think I'm gonna just universally start saying 25. There is no good reason for a woman to be single after 25 if she's not some type of widow or her long-term boyfriend who she was gonna marry died. Unless her face is disfigured or something. No answer she can give you to the question of why you still single at 28 is gonna be something that's gonna be positive for you moving into forward. It isn't gonna. Okay, let's start over. No answer this woman can give about why she's single at 28 is gonna be anything good for you going into the future with her. Point blank. So we're gonna find out why she's single at 28, looking halfway decent on the Kendra G Ghetto Call-In show. It's gonna come out, and it rarely takes long.
28 Virgo, assistant project manager. No kids, no pets, nobody. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I don't know. I mean, it's not particularly like a type. It's more so a feeling. I'm looking for someone who makes me feel safe, who makes me feel heard, who makes me feel comfortable, who makes me feel seen. Like that's what I'm looking for. I'm not really looking for a type. I'm looking for a feeling.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. First of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
You can't make a woman happy. It's impossible. I've never met a happy woman in my life.
Let's break it down. Let's break it down. Let's break it down. Y'all heard that silly shit. You know, she said, I'm not looking for a type, I'm looking for a feeling. And that's the problem with women in modern times. Because once you don't make her feel that way, she's going to be on her way. A 50-year relationship not about you feeling a certain way all the time. It's a practical decision. It's a practical decision to wake up and love this person every day and go through the thick and thin. It's not about that man making you feel a certain way all the time. That's the fucking problem with women and why they're so disloyal. Their feelings. Stop listening to your feelings. What does it say in the Bible? The heart is evil and desperately wicked or something? Don't follow your fucking feelings. Follow your logic and be practical. That's what kept people in 50-year relationships and marriages throughout history. Wait, what? Tsunami watch issue for California coast. Yeah, oh gosh. Tsunami watch issued for California coast after massive Russian earthquake. Jesus Christ. The heart is what does it say? The heart is what is it? Does it say evil and desperately wicked? I'm probably getting it wrong, but we're gonna get it right today. Oh, deceitful. The heart is deceitful and above all things desperately wicked. So don't follow your heart and your fifis because it's gonna leave you fucked up out here. And that's probably why you're single on the dating market at 28. Following your heart and feelings. Let's hear that one more time.
I'm looking for someone who makes.
That's nobody. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I don't know. I mean, it's not particularly like a type. It's more so a feeling. I'm looking for someone who makes me feel safe, who makes me feel heard, who makes me feel comfortable, who makes me feel seen. Like that's what I'm looking for. I'm not really looking for a type. I'm looking for a feeling.
Okay. Should the feel? What are your deal breakers?
My deal breakers is number one, someone who doesn't have a relationship with God. I was raised in the church. I don't claim to be a holy, sanctified Christian, but I was steered correctly and I've got morals, you feel me? And I want my person to at least respect common decency, and common decency isn't so common in today's society. So,
what kind of man you looking for, boo?
God-fearing.
Puts God first.
And that loves God more than himself.
A God-fearing man.
I need a God-fearing man. God-fearing, absolutely. He has to be God-fearing.
God-fearing. I want a man. I'm saved. I'm not perfect, but I do want a man that honors God.
God-fearing.
He has to know God.
Wait a damn minute.
To be a holy, sanctified Christian, but I was steered correctly and I've got morals, you feel me? And I want my person to at least respect common decency, and common decency isn't so common in today's society. So,
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
to be completely honest, I've dated men who look different type of ways. And when I was younger, if you asked me that question, I probably would have said tall, dark, and handsome, which I
Nigga, no!
Women will continue to only hook up with the top 10% of men because there is literally no reason for them to mess with anybody else.
The most handsome man I've ever seen in my life, and I decided that he needed to be mine.
So he drops her off and tells her it's not him, it's her.
I can feel him running through my veins. He's still in me.
He was gorgeous. He was 6'3".
Oh,
He's
gosh.
been an engineer at Apple for 11 years and 39. He was way out of my league. And he did not ask for my number at the end of it.
Will I ever stop crying over emotionally unavailable men? No. But will I at least stop trying to date them? Also, no.
Oh God, every time you have sex with someone, they leave.
Okay. She said if you would have asked me back in the day, I would have said tall, dark, and handsome. So listen, ma'am, you don't qualify for that. You don't qualify for tall, dark, and handsome. I swear, man. Even women who are 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s feel entitled, not hoping for a tall, dark, handsome man. They feel entitled to a top 10%, top 5% man. Man, why did you look in the mirror and think, oh yeah, I go together with the top 5 to 10% man? It's silly. But what a coinky dink. Now that you at the epiphany stage, 28, about to hit the wall, about to hit you have hit the second wall, headed towards, the third wall of the five walls of female failure. You're at the second wall, about to hit the third wall of 5. And now you don't care if he tall, dark, and handsome. Nobody's shocked that it didn't work out with the tall, dark, and handsome guys. You're not in their league and you're never going to be in their league. But yeah, that's a big coincidence now that you don't care about that.
Should he look a certain way?
To be completely honest, I've dated men who look different type of ways. And when I was younger, if you asked me that question, I probably would have said tall, dark, and handsome, which I think a lot of women had that type. But the older I've gotten, and I know I'm still young, but a little bit about my past, I was in a long-term relationship for 5.5 years. I've been removed from that relationship for 6 years, but I was very committed.
Hold on, let's stop her there. But you know what? I'm gonna let her finish. But she's 28. This is rough. That's a rough thing to say. She's 28 and she's been single for 6 years. She's been on the cock carousel trying to lock down a tall, dark, handsome man for 6 years to no avail. But she was in a 5-year relationship starting at 17 to 22. That was her husband. Most women throw away 2 or 3 husbands by 25. That was her husband right there. But she dropped him probably when she got this job because she thought she could level up to a tall, dark, handsome man. No, the man who you was with for 5 years was the guy on your level who you could have built a life with. Threw that away like they usually do to try to get better and can't get better. Then sent back to the dating market, cummed on and damaged on the Kendra G show.
Okay. Okay. Should he look a certain way?
To be completely honest, I've dated men who look different type of ways. And when I was younger, if you asked me that question, I probably would have said tall, dark, and handsome, which I think a lot of women had that type. But the older I've gotten, and I know I'm still young, but a little bit about my past, I was in a long-term relationship for 5.5 years. I've been removed from that relationship for 6 years, but I was very committed to that person, and we did spend the last almost 3 years of that relationship engaged. Unfortunately, it just didn't work out. You know what I'm
It just didn't work out. I don't know if I don't want to talk too much about him if I'm being honest, but it just didn't work out. It just didn't work out. It just didn't work out. It just didn't work out.
Here we go! Here the fuck we go! Here the fuck we go!
Why does that not surprise me?
What? What are you talking about? The engagement queens. That was her husband. That doesn't surprise me. Yeah, they were engaged. That was her forever. And she threw it away because it just didn't work out. Ma'am, you're not an attractive woman. So what did you think you were breaking off this engagement and going to? A tall, dark, handsome man to engage you? Or what? Oh my goodness. Well, you got a rude awakening.
In reality, he's just a tall, dark-skinned nigga with a big dick. If you want me to be really honest, he's really
Alexa, I don't think mom and sister were like you on a live saying stuff like that. No.
You're right.
Commit to that person, and we did spend the last almost 3 years of that relationship engaged. Unfortunately, it just didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? So I know what it takes to make a relationship work, and I know what breaks a relationship. And I think I've been single for 6 years now, just trying to establish myself in my career, get to know myself, love me before I expect anyone else to love me or try and love anyone else. That's
It's all cap. Yeah, that's all cap. That's all cap, people. She was riding the cock carousel. She wasn't finding herself. That's what finding themselves mean. Riding the cock carousel, focusing on the career and on a self-love journey. That's trying to lock down Chad and Tyrone dick. That's what that is. Riding the cock carousel and trying to lock down a guy out of my league. That's what, self-care, self-journey, working on my career, working on myself. That's what that translates to. That's the dumb bitchinese translation. Be right back.
Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, but for now let's get into the video.
These are some ways that you can hurt a man's ego because some men deserve it. First, you can ask him if he's able to swim, and if he asks why, say it's because you think that he looks like he couldn't swim.
And if he doesn't ask why and he just says yes or no, then you're just gonna be standing there looking all blonde.
I love this one. So if there's other men around, if he goes to either reach for something high up or open something, just ask him if that man over there wants him to help him reach it or help him open it. He will get so ego hurt and offended that you think he's either not tall enough to reach it or not strong enough to open it. That is going to cut deep.
Unless he just opened what he was trying to open and he's tall enough to reach it. Then he's just gonna look at you and think, wow, you really are blonde.
Start acting a little bit off with him, and then when he pulls you up on it and is like, are you mad at me? Like, why are you acting like that? Just be like, no, I'm not mad, honestly, I'm just like losing interest.
That's absolutely fine, I got mine and that's all I wanted.
And finally, tell him that he seems like he'd be nervous driving on a roundabout and that he'd probably sit there for absolutely ages waiting for a massive gap because he's too nervous to pull out.
Well, just like your dad, I guess. That's why it's important for some women to take initiative and swallow. I don't think lunatics like this go outside much. I don't think they even speak to men much. Because if they did, they'll know a man can make them cry in about 3 seconds. But back to driving. You're gonna hurt my feelings when it comes to driving? Yeah, sure, why not? Hold on.
Just got passed by a girl. Didn't really need the sticker to figure that one out, did we? Mm-hmm.
Sir, you did not compliment me backing into a parking spot loud enough, so I'm sending you another video of it. Thank you. Hold on, maybe I can't do as good as I thought. I'm just a girl.
So I've been on a journey of doing the inner work to de-center men. And I came across this term because there is a whole movement of women doing similar on social media. But what feels maybe a bit more true to my process is that I'm deconditioning from the idea of romantic love. And what I mean by that is the kind of romantic love that is like embedded in capitalism.
And we are done. Oh, but well, whatever are men going to do if she's dysentery man? Well, unfortunately, you're gonna have to sleep with her and not consider her long term. You have to respect the lady's wish, I'm afraid.
Let me tell you why decentering men is the best thing you can do for your life. So when I talk about decentering men, I don't mean don't date them, don't be in a relationship with them, don't love them. But what I mean is women have been conditioned to over prioritize and overvalue male validation and being chosen.
I fucking hate when guys complain about girls that wear too much makeup and say, she looks so different with all this makeup on. Like, your dick looks different when it's soft. You don't see us complaining.
No, because it doesn't get smaller when it's hard. You know exactly what you get. I would also like to know from the beginning.
Let me say that again. This whole thing about I took 6 years off. This whole thing about I took 6 years off to find myself and focus on my career. When women say that, it always means fucking Chad and Tyrone and trying to get a relationship out of a guy who's way out of my league. And racking up a bunch of mental and emotional damage and baggage.
Myself, love me before I expect anyone else to love me or try and love anyone else. That's pretty much where I've been. So I hope I answered your question. I'm kind of talking in circles because I'm nervous, but
Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. Okay. So I gather you said that you took 6 years off to focus on your career, but now you're ready to start dating again.
yes, I've dated casually, which you'll see on your dating app. Your app is the first app I've ever joined. If any of my friends see this, they're gonna be like, "What the hell is Alex doing?" Because I've never been on a dating app in my life.
But we're unique because we give you an opportunity for this moment. You know, the whole thing about my dating app is it's really a show with the app because you get to know the person beyond the photo.
Right. And so yeah, I said that in my little bio on your app, but yeah, this is the first time I tried the app experience. I'm used to dating more casually. I mean, my parents are actually 10 years apart, my mom being the senior. They've been together 32 plus years. I have an identical twin sister who's married. She's been married 6 years. So
Yeah, that ain't gonna be you now. You threw that away. You could have been another success story in the family, but that's not gonna be you now. You threw it away. You broke off your engagement to go be a typical hoe and focus on your career. So yeah, don't bring them up. Yeah, don't even bring them up. Don't even tarnish their names like that. Cause you're just another modern woman train wreck.
actually 10 years apart, my mom being the senior. They've been together 32 plus years. I have an identical twin sister who's married. She's been married 6 years. So I know what love looks like. I know what relationships look like. It just has to happen for me. But I'm not unhopeful. You know.
I have a question. So your parents are 10 years apart. Is your mother older or is your dad older?
Yes, my mom is my dad senior, 10 years.
Oh, so your mom is older.
Yes.
Okay, got you. All right. Should the guy look a certain way?
You asked me that question, and I said I dated men who look different type of ways. I don't think I have a per se about how a man should look far as like a skin complexion or a height. I would say good hygiene. I would say clean nails, you know, fresh breath, a good body odor, you know, those type of things. But personality is going to stem further than how tall a man is, what complexion they are. Like, I think I'm an attractive woman, and if the only thing a man has to be into me about is how I look, then you don't know me at all, and I could care less for you to be interested in me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should care more. And if that's all you care about, then care less. You feel me? Like,
Are you fucking serious, ho? like, look, like his.
She's going to have issues for the rest of her life.
Wow. Wow. She really talking like she a baddie baddie. Ma'am, you're a 3 to 5 at best. I don't think you have to worry about men just being into you for your looks. She's mistaken dudes trying to fuck her with dudes thinking she's pretty. Just because dudes put effort into trying to use your body doesn't mean men think you're pretty. Yeah, ma'am, stop it. Shout out to the Kendra G face that she making right now. You're not pretty enough to have this bitchy attitude. You're just not. You have nothing to worry about far as a man only being into your looks. Well, shit, he's not. Well, shit, he's not going to be into your award-winning personality and attitude. So at this point, I don't know what a guy would be into, and that's why you've been on the dating market for 6 years. That's why you've been on the shelf for 6 years. This woman needs a reality check. I hope you see this video. I'm not saying any of this to be mean, but go beg for your ex-fiance back.
The reason why these men keep threatening you about being single and dying alone and you're a cat lady is because you being single is the greatest threat, especially to this modern day man. Don't fall for his nonsense talking about you gonna be a cat lady. Say thank you.
That lady is angry. They will kick those heels off and beat your butt. And when she's a bitch, you let her know you've been a bitch. And if she get mad, look at the bitch being mad.
Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Girl, I'm the shit. I'm the shit.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
My first husband was a good man, and I divorced him.
Don't just take off, even if you think you're leaving for a good reason. Don't just take off, even if you think you're leaving for a good reason. Don't just take off, even if you think
To be into me about is how I look, then you don't know me at all, and I could care less for you to be interested in me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should care more. And if that's all you care about, then care less. You feel me? Like,
Ooh, if that's all you care about, then care less. Okay. What about? Okay, why am I forgetting my train of thought? I apologize for asking that question twice. Should he make a certain amount of money?
I do very well for myself. I've been in career positions since 2019, 2020. I'm now in my third position. I actually got promoted on June 19th. If I had to work that day, at least I got a promotion.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about you.
Like nobody gives a fuck. It's not to hurt your feelings at all. It's definitely not. Again, I think it's impressive. I'm not getting ready to go throw a party for this hoe. I don't care.
Woohoo! Yes! Wow! Congratulations.
So here we go with the ego. Nobody cares, man. Nobody cares. Especially a man who's looking to court you. It's only gonna make you more of a bitch. Success only makes women more insufferable and masculine. It's not a good thing usually. It just make you feel like, well, can't nobody tell me nothing because I do well financially. That's not how that work. If you're not showing up feminine, loving, caring, nurturing, humble, men aren't gonna fucking deal with you. Especially a man who has options. Leading with career and shit, they just don't get it, man. And all the women in the comment section trying to defend her. Men are in the comment section talking about we don't care about your success. Women are in the comments talking about men are jealous because they're stupid and they don't understand men and they don't try to understand men. Still, they want men. It doesn't make sense.
Since 2019, 2020. I'm now in my third position. I actually got promoted on June 19th. If I had to work that day, at least I got a promotion. And so, yeah, I recently got promoted June 19th. I'm very proud of myself about that. I make well money for myself. I graduated from Florida A&M University. I got my degree in architecture and business management. I work in construction. I do well for myself.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. But niggas fire out you, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
I'm proud of you, you know that. I hope you do.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
So this is literally, you can't make this stuff up. This is literally the second time she said I do good for myself in 20 seconds. Because they think if I present like I do good for myself, then that means a man who does good for himself will want to fuck with me. That's not the case, but she's not smart enough to know that.
Degree in architecture and business management. I work in construction. I do well for myself. Anything a man could bring to the table would be a plus. And I could guarantee you I'm not watching your pockets. Now, do I want you to be able to do for yourself? Of course. But that's not what I want from you. I want
A man is just like luxury, like a bag. I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need you.
Yeah. Yeah. So you want me to believe you do so well for yourself, but you don't care what a man make. It's just lies. It's lies. And what she's saying is you're just gonna be like an accessory. You know, you're just something, you're just, a cherry on top. My life is not gonna revolve around you in any way, shape, or form. You just extra. You know? You just the bacon on the side. I'm the plate, the eggs, the sausage, the French toast, and the pancakes. You just the bacon on the side, nigga.
work in construction. I do well for myself. Anything a man could bring to the table would be a plus. And I could guarantee you I'm not watching your pockets. Now, do I want you to be able to do for yourself? Of course. But that's not what I want from you. I want the things that money can't buy.
Okay, Alex. Okay. We're kind of already doing it. The Kendra can. So all you gotta do is back up a little bit. Okay. All right. You got all the right answers, girl.
Listen, don't do me like that.
How easily she gets offended. Look how easily she gets offended, y'all. And she got offended when Kendra said something about you a baby girl. I ain't a baby girl. She gets triggered at every little thing and she is hyper insecure. Somebody who's secure with themselves wouldn't snap at Kendra saying it seems like you got all the right answers. This woman is super disagreeable because she has a fucking job. She probably making 60 or 70K and come from the project, so now she thinks she Oprah. I don't know what they don't get. Men don't give you brownie points as a woman for not needing us. We want to be needed, imbecile. That's the last thing you should say. That's the last thing you should say on a dating show. I don't need you. You just extra on the side. No man wants to feel like his woman feels that way about him. But they're not smart enough to know that, and that's why she's been single for 6 years. You don't get bonus points for not needing us. We want to be needed. Your life is actually supposed to revolve around us. And if you were raised right and you was raised in the church, you should know that. If you a Christian and all that, you should know that. Your purpose on the planet isn't to be an assistant manager for a construction company. It's to be a man's helpmeet, Christian.
All the right answers, girl.
Listen, don't do me like that.
No, I'm saying I think that I wasn't. Sometimes people think I be trying to be shady. I mean, there are times I'm shady, but I feel like when I'm shady, it's very clear.
No, Kendra, no. You're shady all the time, and it's supposed to be covert. Stop playing. But shout out to the face you making. But no, you throw blatant shade, indirect shade. You throw all type of shade. You the shade queen, Kendra. So please stop that.
If you keep saying, "Oh, she's too masculine," what it means is you too feminine. If I got more bars than you, that's really a diss to you, not a diss to me. When I'm shady, it's very clear. I'm not trying to be shady. I mean, what I gathered from your money question is you did spend a lot of time saying how well you did. So I thought you were going to have a different answer in the end about he got to make just as much money. But it seems like you a partner. Like he can add on to what you have going on.
I'm trying to break out of my norm. If I'm being completely honest, I haven't dated men regularly who make the amount of money I make. And
She go again. There she go again talking about the money she make. How much money she make is her whole personality. It's literally her whole personality. She's mentioned it 5 or 6 times. The type of man she's gonna respect is gonna try to humble her, for sure. Because if not, she's not worth being with.
completely honest, I haven't dated men regularly who make the amount of money I make. And if we're being honest, it's because I'm 28 years old. You know what I'm saying? And most people my age aren't at the salary range that I'm at. So I don't look for a man to make what I make. If he does, I'm thankful for that. The only time I've ever seen a man make what I make or more, he's been older than me. And I have tried dating older before. I don't have a problem with dating older. I have a father. And I think my thin line with that is I have a father. If you're coming to be my partner, we can talk. If you're going to try and dab me, I'm good on it.
AKA, I'm not gonna let you be a man. AKA, I'm not gonna let you be a man and you can't lead me. I make a certain amount of money. I lead myself. So you stay in a man's place and shut the fuck up. Cause don't nobody tell me what to do. I got a daddy. That's a black flag deal breaker. If a woman talking about don't try to dad me, I got a dad. Nigga. A man don't tell me what to do unless he my daddy. So I don't give a fuck if it's danger left. If I want to go left, I'm gonna go left. See, a woman who can't be led is a woman who can't be protected by a man. Fellas, stay away from any woman talking about this partner shit. We ain't equal. We ain't 50-50 partners. And I don't give a fuck if you paying 100% of the bills. I'm the man of the house. And money don't make you the man of the house. If I can't lead you, I can't protect you. If I can't tell you what to do, then I can't tell you to duck when a sniper on the roof. And you just out of here then. Stop trying to be with a woman who don't want a leader. Because if she don't want a leader, she don't want a masculine man. She want a weak bitch. But she's not going to respect a weak bitch. Therefore, she will remain single. She don't want a man to lead her, but she not going to respect a man who's not a leader. Make it make sense. You can't make it make sense.
You can't make a woman happy. It's impossible. I've never met a happy woman in my life.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Partner, we can talk. If you're gonna try and dab me, I'm good on it.
Okay, Alex, we got you, girl. When was your last relationship?
So my last relationship, as far as my heart is concerned, would have probably been 2.5 years ago, because that's the last time I felt like somebody actually had potential. We spent 7 months with each other, so it was nothing serious. I would say my last relationship was 6 years ago, and that's the 5.5-year relationship I was in. It's just kind of hard to compare a 7-month time with someone, even though that time was that time, to 5.5 years with someone. So like, I think the relationship that taught me the most would be the one that was 6 years ago. But if I'm talking about someone I took seriously, that was probably about 3 years ago. Other than that, I've tried to date casually, and casual dating just isn't for me.
Well, yeah, because you just a cum rag to the guys you want to lock down. That's why it isn't for you. It's for the dudes you respect, though, because they get to bust all these nuts. And you just get left more mentally ill and masculine. So I get why it wouldn't be for you, but it's for them. How about you get that gut together since you want to be all arrogant and cocky? How about you hit the gym? Yeah, get that stomach flattened out, and then maybe your big ego would make more sense. But yeah, she just did that whole long rant to try to explain a 7-month situationship and not make it seem as bad as it is.
That was probably about 3 years ago. Other than that, I've tried to date casually, and casual dating just isn't for me.
Okay, so your last relationship was 3 years ago.
The last person I took somewhat serious, yes.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Okay, so there's a line, but if we're being technical, then the answer is May, the middle of May.
I thought you was raised right. You was raised in the church and all that. Why are you having sex outside of not only marriage but outside of a committed relationship? That's kind of weird.
There's not enough to be a good human, to be worth hanging out with, to exist with.
Somewhat serious, yes.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Okay, so there's a line, but if we're being technical, then the answer is May, the middle of May.
Okay. You didn't even have to answer. You can say I don't want to answer.
I'm a very transparent person, and also you'll see that on my profile. Like I put that's something I want, like transparency, open communication. Like you ask me a question, be ready to know the answer. I'm not the type to shy away from anything, so I will kind of want the same in return.
Okay.
That's a bitch, okay?
I'm not the type to shy away from anything, so I will kind of want the same in return.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Being self-critical. Being critical without judgment. And if I can explain that shortly, I mean, I've always been like, be open, be transparent. I've always considered myself a non-judgmental person, but in a self-aware space, I have realized that certain times I come from a place of love, but the critique could come off judgmental. So I have been working on that because I always come from a place of love. And third would be making more time for myself. I show up for my friends a lot, show up for my family, my church. I'm very involved. And sometimes I neglect me. And as much work as I've done on myself in the past few years, I still find myself in moments where I'm like, don't forget about you, you know? So I think I really should have put that as number one, to be honest.
Okay. All right. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because I'm intentional, because I'm honest, because you'll never have to wonder or guess. I'm nurturing. I can cook. I know I can't shout out my Instagram, but if you ever get to know me, you'll see that. That's something I'm really passionate about. I actually hope to own my own lounge one day and stuff. So I can keep a home. I make a good living for myself. I'm an asset. I'm not a liability. Period.
Woo! Listen, you definitely have a great head on your shoulder. Someone said it earlier. You're very mature for your age. I can tell that you're focused and you know where you're going in life. So let's do it. Now you mentioned that you're on the app, which I appreciate. What's your name on the app?
LexKen01. I literally just made it like an hour before the live stream.
LexKen?
Lex, LEXKEN 0.
Okay, spell again. LEX.
KEN 01.
Okay, here it is. So it's LexKen 01. So LEXKEN 01. Here she is. LexKen 01. LexKen 01. Okay, I'm gonna go through all her pictures. Okay, we see you, girl. Ooh. LexKen 01. LexKen 01. She is so that's her username. LEXKEN 01. We got some paid questions for you.
Okay.
Let me see if I can get it. For some reason I can't put it on.
Okay, because I'm the type of woman, I have money. I got my own money. I get my own bag. I don't got to deal with nobody's shit. So if you're treating me how I don't want to be treated, if you doing shit you ain't got no business doing in a relationship, we're done. And I don't got to stick around. A lot of women settle. I don't. I know my worth. And a lot of people don't like that. They don't want you to know your worth and what you deserve. I do.
So tomorrow between 6 and 8 p.m. Central Time. Hit the like button on your way out. Join the membership if you want access to exclusive episodes and lives. Check out merch, link in the description. Merch like this. Remember how others treat you as their karma, how you treat others as your karma. Be nice to people because God's watching. And remember, I'm a nice guy. I just play an asshole on the internet, and I've never done anything remotely wrong my entire life ever. Let's check out Rumble before I leave. 4 people on Rumble. Shout out to my 4 Rumbleites. You know, thanks to everybody who donated. I really appreciate it. Yeah, if I ever get yeeted off YouTube, guys, I hope that you will follow me on Rumble. I hope you are already following me on Rumble. I mean, I would imagine my diehards, like my diehard 20 to 25 people who always watch. I would imagine they would, since I'll go live every night, I would imagine at least after a week at most, y'all would be like, well, wait a minute. Where the hell is RB? And you know the first place to look. Rumble, of course. But even if somehow my Rumble got deleted, I mean, my old content name or my old channel name is Rare Breed Theory. And a lot of my alternative platforms are still Rare Breed Theory because I never got them deleted from when I first started making videos. So like my BitChute is still Rare Breed Theory. My what else? MGTOW.tv is still Rare Breed Theory, I think. I got a Discord. I believe the link is updated. on my latest videos. What else? I got a bunch of shit. But if you type in modern dating cure or rare breed theory, if I ever get deleted, you can just Google it, and I'm sure one of my platforms will pop up. But for the most part, I'm gonna be making videos unless I croak, or if I don't croak, I'll be letting you know if I stop making videos. But y'all get the point. But if the point is, if y'all stop seeing my YouTube videos, I got yeeted, and look me up on somewhere else. But I'll see y'all tomorrow.